everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 17 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is looking like a sunflower granny square. It is so fabulous and a lot of fun to make. It has this 3D effect, so the petals all come up here. So we're working in the front loops and then we're working in the back loops to make the square part of our granny square. So there's some new techniques here, working with our chaining and working down chains and everything, working the petals. So a lot of techniques, new techniques in this one, but it's a lot of fun to make, so don't be intimidated by it. It is so much fun, and once you get the hang of it, it works really fast. So I'll get right into the supplies. I'm just using all Red Heart yarn. These are scrap yarns, so it's not, I don't have any yardage or any specifics on those. We're just using Red Heart Super Saver, which is 10 ply, size medium 4 yarn, worsted weight yarn. Also, for all 365 days of granny squares, we are using an H size hook, which is 5 millimeters. So if you have that handy, make sure to have that for all 365 grannies. Also, a yarn needle and a scissors are handy in this project because we're changing color quite often, so we have to cut our yarn and sew in our ends. Before we get started, I do want to mention to check out the links in the description of this video. I'll have a link to my blog where you can find out where to get all the 365 days of granny squares, and you can click the photos on there and then it'll take you to the video tutorial so you can learn how to make those. Also, there's a link to my Facebook page. Make sure to click that, like my page, join me there, and if you make this project or any of my crochet projects, be sure to share a photo on Facebook, and you can get inspiration from other crocheters who are also posting their photos on the Facebook. And also check out my Instagram. I'll put a link to my Instagram page so you can follow me there, and if you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia. And for these specific projects, these granny square projects, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares so that I can see your work and I can see the progress of your granny squares, and all of our granny squares will be in one spot, and it's awesome. I love having the hashtag, and I can go and like all your photos. Also follow me on Snapchat. My username is in the description of this video so you can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time when I'm crocheting or when I'm not. It's mostly food related stuff. I like to cook on my free time. Also, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Just click that red subscribe button so you can get notifications on when I post new videos. I try to get one out every day because we're having this 365 day granny square a day project, so you'll get the notification as soon as the new one is released every single day. And lastly, before we get started, I do want to thank our videographer and editor of this video, Fuad, Azmat, my dad, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. So thank you so much. Let's just get started in making number 17 granny square. Alright, to start out we have to make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, fold that down, and then pull that through, pull tight, and we're ready to go. Insert your hook. And now to start off we have to chain 4, so yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in the 4th chain from the hook we are going to put 11 double crochets. So the loop that's on your hook doesn't count, so count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and in this first chain here we're going to put 11 double crochets. So yarn over once, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 1, yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we're just making 11 double crochets into this little chain here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And now that beginning chain up 3 right here, 1, 2, 3, this beginning chain up 3 here counts as a stitch. So actually it should look like you have 12 double crochets, which is including this chain up 3 here. And we are going to slip stitch to this chain up 3. So if you have to count 1, 2, 3 right at the top of that chain up 3 here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through for a slip stitch. Okay? Now, we're not changing color, we're going to go on to round 2, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, which counts as our first stitch of this round. And then we're going to put another double crochet right into that same space that we just slip stitched and chained up 3 in. We're going to put another double crochet right in there. So right in this stitch, just yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 double crochets in there. Now we're going to hop over to this next stitch right here, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in there. We're basically just putting 2 double crochets in each stitch around. Okay, so the next stitch, put 2 double crochets in there, 1 and 2, and next stitch 2 double crochets in there. So just put 2 double crochets in each stitch around. At the end of round 2 you should have 24 double crochets. At the end of this round we are going to fasten off and change color to our petal color, which I am using a golden color for the sunflower color. So I'll meet you up when we fasten off and we'll go on to round 3 together. Alright, so I just put 2 double crochets in each stitch around, so now I have 24 double crochets, which includes this first chain of 3 here. And this first chain of 3 we are going to slip stitch right into there, so 1, 2, 3 right at the top there. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through for a slip stitch. Now we're going to fasten off this brown color, so just chain up 1, cut your yarn, pull that through, pull tight. We are going to now on round 3 work in the front loops only. And the front loops, you see here we're working through both loops. This is both loops, both loops. Now this is the front loop and this is the back loop. Okay, so we're only working, for round 3, we're only working through these front loops only. Okay, just like this. Front loop, and front loop right there. So we're just working in these front loops only to free up these back loops, because on round 4 we are working through the back loops. But for round 3 we're working through the front loops only. So grab your color. I'm using, like I said, golden for the sunflower, but you can use any color for the petals. Insert your hook in the front loop of that chain up 3 that we just slip stitched to, or any stitch around. Just slip stitch, or just attach your new yarn to any of the front loops like this. Insert your hook, hook on the new yarn, pull through, and now to start off we want to, we're making our petals now, so we are going to chain 5, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now in the second chain from the hook we are going to slip stitch. So the loop that's on your hook doesn't count as anything, so count 1 and 2. And right in here in the second chain we are just going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, that's a slip stitch. Now in the next chain right here we are going to put a single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. That's a single crochet. Now on these last 2 chains here we're going to put 2 chains. We are going to put a half double crochet in each one of those. So yarn over, go into that next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double crochet. So now yarn over and go into the last chain here, right here, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Alright, so now we're back to this row here. we are going to go through the front loop only. Insert your hook, we're going to slip stitch. So then yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so we just made our first petal, just like that. So now repeat, so chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the second chain from the hook, so 1, 2, right in this chain here, we're going to insert our hook, make a slip stitch, so yarn over, pull through, and through. Then in the next chain, we are going to make a single crochet, so insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. That's a single crochet. Now in this next chain, we are going to put a half double crochet, so yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And then again, yarn over, go into that last chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Now we're back down here, go into the next stitch, remember to go only in the front loop. We're making a slip stitch, so you insert your hook in that front loop, then yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, and repeat, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, single crochet in the next chain, and then put a half double crochet in each of the next 2 chains. Okay, so 2 chains, there we go. Half double crochet in each one of those, and now we're back down to this row here, so we are going to go into the front loop only, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. So you can see on the back here, these back loops, back loop, back loop, back loop, these are all free. For the next round, round 4, we will be working in these back loops, okay? So just continue working our chain 5, and then slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, and then slip stitch to the front loop only of the next stitch, and just continue repeating that all the way around. So you'll have 24 petals at the end of this round. I'll meet you up when I finish this round, and we'll go on to round 4 together. Alright, once you do your last petal here, you want to then slip stitch to the front loop of the beginning here, where this one is, where this first petal is. We're just going to insert our hook in that same stitch right there, yarn over, pull through, and pull through for a slip stitch. Pull tight, and now we're going to fasten off this color. So chain up 1, cut the yarn, pull that through, and pull tight. Okay, so now there is our sunflower right there. So you should have 24 petals around. Now, this is actually a really cool applique. You could put this on a blanket, a scarf, a headband, or anything really. You could just, fasten off here and have a nice little applique of a sunflower. But I want to make it into a granny square, so now we're going to work in these back loops here that we let free from the last round. We've been working in the front loops, so now these back loops are all free for us to work in. And we are going to start making our square shape. So let's get our new color here. Slip stitch to any of the back loops, just one back loop here. Insert your hook, grab up your new yarn. Okay, chain 4. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is going to count as our first stitch. That's going to count as our first treble crochet. And we are going to put 2 double crochet in that same stitch that we just chained up in. We're going to yarn over once, go into that same stitch, that same back loop there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So there's a treble crochet, a double crochet, and now we're going to put another double crochet right back in there. Just like that. So this looks like a treble, or our chain up 4 is considered our treble crochet, then 2 double crochets in there. Then we are going to chain 1 and skip the next stitch. So skip this one, and in this next stitch right here, we're going to put 3 double crochets in there. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we are going to chain 1 and skip the next stitch right here. Go into this next stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets and a treble crochet in there. So 2 double crochets, so yarn over once and do your double crochet, yarn over once, do your double crochet, and then we're going to yarn over twice and we're going to make a treble crochet. So go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's a treble crochet. Now we are going to, since we are making our corner right now, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to skip this next stitch right here, and then in this next stitch we are going to put a treble crochet. Let's see here, treble crochet into the next stitch and 2 double crochets right in there. So treble crochet is a yarn over twice, go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then yarn over once, go back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over once, go back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we've just created our corner right here, as you can see. Now we are going to chain 1 and skip the next stitch right there, and we are going to put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. So just yarn over once, okay, yarn over once, go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and we have to put 3 double crochets in total in that stitch. Then we are going to chain 1 and skip a stitch, and then we are going to put 2 double crochets and a treble crochet in this next stitch. So 2 double crochets, and then we're going to yarn over twice and make our treble crochet. Okay, now we're making our corner, so we want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next stitch, go into this next stitch, we are going to make a treble crochet and 2 double crochets. So yarn over twice, go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, then make 2 double crochets, so just yarn over once, go back in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and again, a double crochet. So we put a treble, a double, and a double all in that same stitch. Then chain 1, skip this next stitch and go into this next stitch for 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, go into this next stitch for another, let's see here, 3 double crochets. I just want to make sure I'm even on all my sides here. Let's see here. We're going to put our 2 double crochets and a treble in this next one. So 2 double, I don't want to confuse you. 2 double crochets, we're doing our corner here, and a treble crochet. So yarn over twice and go back in there for a treble. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next stitch and go into this next stitch for a treble, and then 2 doubles in that same stitch. Okay, then chain 1, skip this next stitch, go into this next stitch for 3 double crochets. Okay, then chain 1, go skip this stitch and go into the last stitch right here, and we are going to make 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then a treble crochet. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip this last stitch here. Can't really see it, our knot is over it, there it is. Skip that and slip stitch to our chain up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right at the top here, our chain up 4 from the beginning, we're going to slip stitch in there. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, just like that. So now our square of bottom is turning out like that. So now we need to make one more round here. So chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, hop over to, or I'm sorry, we have to chain another one because this is going to count as our, it's going to work a corner here, but we're going to chain up 3 and then chain up another one because that's going to be our double crochet and then chain 1. To hop over to this one, we're going to put 3 double crochets in here. 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 1, hop over to this chain 1 space here, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Now we're at the next corner here, so we're going to put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put 3 more double crochets in that same chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, then chain 1, hop over to this next chain 1 space and put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, hop over to the next space right here, and we're going to put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, and now we're at the next corner, so we're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 3 double crochets, all in that same corner. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then chain 1, and you know what to do, just put 3 double crochets in each of the chain 1 spaces. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, chain 3, or I'm sorry, 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space. Then chain 1, get to your next corner here. In the corners, we're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochets, all in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. Then chain 1, hop to the side here. We're going to go into this chain 1 space for 3 double crochets. Then chain 1, hop over to this side, one right here, for 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. And now we're in this corner, and it looks like we already have a double crochet here. So we're going to put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're only going to put 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. And then we're going to slip stitch to the chain up 3. This is a chain up 4, but we're going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain. So count 1, 2, 3, right in the 3rd chain, right there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And pull tight. And this square looks like it is big enough for our 5x5. If it is not big enough, just repeat the last round. What you want to do actually is slip stitch into this chain 1 space right here. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Chain up 3, put 2 double crochets in there, chain 1, 3 double crochets in there, chain 1, 3 double crochets in there. This is our corner, so 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and just work around the entire piece. Make your last corner the 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochets, then chain 1, and then slip stitch to your first chain up 3 here. So if you need to do one more round, that is how you would do it. But since I'm not, I'm going to fasten off here. I'm just going to chain up 1, cut my yarn, pull it all the way through, and then we have some stragglers here, so we want to sew in our ends. It's nice to sew in our ends right when we finish this granny square, just because at the end of our 365 days of granny squares, it's just much easier to do it right away, because then you don't want to have the hassle of sewing in your ends at the end of the year. That is just going to be such a task. And just taking 2 minutes just to sew in all these ends at the time of making this square is just so much easier to do. So just sew in these ends just like how I'm doing. I just yarn my needle and then go underneath the stitches just so that it is hidden, and then I cut those extra stragglers there. Just like that. You can make your flower all pretty like that. What a pretty flower. This is such an awesome granny square. I'm so glad we got to make this together today. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out those links in the description of this video. You'll have the link to the blog where you can find the whole list and all the pictures for the 365 days of granny squares, so you can click the photo and it'll take you right to the video so you can view it and learn how to make these granny squares. This one was so much fun to make. Look at how awesome that 3D effect is on that. It looks like, I mean, you could change the color of these petals and kind of make them go up. It's almost like a lotus flower. It's so cool. But you can get creative as much as you want with these. Change the color up, you know, do whatever you'd like. So check out those links. Like I said, there's a link to my Facebook as well. Make sure to like my Facebook page and share it with your friends. Whoever crochets, you know, they can like my page too, and they can get inspiration from other crocheters. Share your photos on our Facebook as well. I'm loving to see all of your 365 days of granny squares, your progress and your creativity with your color choices, and just, you guys are so awesome. I'm so glad you guys are posting your photos. Make sure if you do post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia, also hashtag 365 days of granny squares. I'll put those hashtags, the names of those, in the description of this video so you can see how to hashtag those. And then also follow me on Instagram. I will have my link to my Instagram in the description of this video, so you can follow me there, like my photos, and, you know, tag me in your photos, or tag me in the comments of your photos so I can get a notification and I can go see your work. I love when you guys do that, so I can go see your work and like all your photos too. Also, Snapchat me or follow me on Snapchat as well. My Snapchat's always open, and you can see behind the scenes clips of what I like to do on my free time when I'm crocheting or when I'm not. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Just click that red subscribe button so you can get notifications on when I post new videos. You'll get one every single day this year for these 365 days of granny squares. Lastly, I want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. Thank you so much. Happy hooking, everybody!